today we're going to be making macaroni and cheese. Hold it. We're making cauliflower and cheese. You didn't necessarily want the macaroni and the cheese, like a double negative almost. So how about we make some cauliflower and cheese? I put it in water because I've had it for about a week now. And after you have it, maybe over a little more than a week, but it's still very good. And it got a little bit soft. And so in order for it to get a little bit more firm, you want to put it in cold water. And so it's been sitting in cold water for a minute. I just wanted to show you that. And plus, it gives it an opportunity to clean things out. And I'm looking at the water and it looks like I needed to clean it out anyway. So it's good to put it upside down in cold water. Even if you just purchased it from the store and you want to cook it right away, let it stay in there for 5 to 10 minutes and then cook it as you like. Today, we're going to steam it for cauliflower and cheese. So as the cauliflower is draining, I'll take a little piece at a time and I'll just make sure that I cut it up nice and put it in the colander right here. And you get this from any dollar store or whatever. And this just fits into a large pan or a small pan. If I find that this is too small, I'll just put it in a larger pan. So basically, we just take it apart like that, let it just fall off the stem like so until you have all of the pieces of the cauliflower. Kind of pick it apart, that's all. Some can stay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be anything perfect. Clumps of cauliflower like that, that's fine, absolutely. Sometimes when you're cooking, it seems as if that some things are very tedious. Like this is very tedious. It can be because you have to take each stem, you have to look at it carefully, and you have to make sure that they don't have any brown spots to it or anything. And so, excuse me. And so it can be a little tedious, but I look at it this way. When you're cooking for other people, even when you're cooking for yourself, food, you want to put your love in it. And when you cook something well and it's seasoned well, others can tell that you spent your time with it and that you just didn't throw it together haphazardly. It's similar to doing your homework when you're studying for something. You know when you have studied well because you get a good grade. It's the same thing when others taste your food. They can tell when you put your best in it. They can tell that you spent time in it, that you loved on it for them. And so that's how I look at it when I'm cooking, that food is important because it's a part of me sharing with others my love for them and my love for food. Because you know, if you read the New Testament, you'll find that in many instances, when Jesus healed people, he fed them first, right? Did you know that? Yes, go check it out for yourself. He fed people first. It's something about Jesus and feeding people. Food is important. It gives you substance. Another example is when Jesus appeared to the two on the road to Emmaus. This was after his resurrection. He did not reveal himself to them until after he broke bread with them. Isn't that interesting? So it's something about food and how Jesus wants us to be sustained through food and showing his love through food. It shows your love. So we're all ready for it for steaming. we're just going to put enough water in here just to cover the bottom of the pan. Not a lot. Let's see. If I get your sense here, you just kind of feel it your way. See, not a lot, just enough to cover, but also enough so that the water won't burn out, right? Okay, after the water comes to a boil, turn it down low. Give it about maybe 5 more minutes, no more, because we don't want to cook it. We just want to get it a little bit softer than what it is now, because we want it to cook with the cheese in the oven. And then we're going to go to the next step. So here's the cauliflower. If your cauliflower is still cooking or still being steamed, that's fine. Let it steam. Now we can go ahead and prepare the milk and the cheese. So you don't want to add a lot of milk. Let's turn this light on. And I have it on high for now, but not for long. I feel it. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. You don't want to add a lot of milk. You don't want to add too much milk so that it will overpower the cheese, so that you won't really taste the cauliflower. So it's a gingerly. So for right now, I'm just gonna add, this is just a 1/4 cup milk. I have more milk over here. I have more milk over here in case I need it, but I'm thinking not. And so while the cauliflower, my cauliflower is done. Oh, by the way, I always seem to forget this to tell you, but let's go ahead and put your oven, turn this down a little bit. Let's go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. Okay, so now my milk is in here. I'm going to pour in my cheese. This is a 1/2 cup of cheese. Now, this cheese right here, it's grated, it's already pre-grated. You can get your own cheese and melt it if you want, absolutely. But this is basically Kobe cheese and sharp cheese mixed together that I just purchased. But any kind of cheese that you like, remember, it's all about what you like. So I'm just gonna put the cheese in here. I'm going to add my milk. And this is about maybe a tablespoon of margarine. I'm gonna put that in there. And then you wanna just go ahead and make sure that it gets all mixed together and that the cheese is melting. Here's the dish that we're going to put in the oven. Pretty steamed nicely. And I'm just gonna put this in the dish that I'm going to bake it in. Perfect, all done. Just put it, that's maybe a tablespoon or 2 of pepper. Okay, so here's the cheese going over. And the mixture going all the way in and out from the top to the bottom, from the top to the bottom, from the top. Now you feel as though that you have too much mixture and you do not want your cheese to be overrun with your cauliflower. You don't need to put all of your mixture in there. Now, some others of you may like a lot of cheese. So again, it's always what you like. So put a little, put a lot. It's what you like. The good thing in this respect is that it's not macaroni, but it's a different taste. It's cauliflower, it's a vegetable, so that's fun. So if you want to put more cheese, go ahead, put more cheese. All right, so that's that. So now we're gonna put this in the oven for 15 minutes. And we're going to wait and see what it looks like. I'm sure it's going to be seasoned on purpose, savory, and delicious. We'll be right back. For today, everybody. I hope you had just as much fun as I had in making cauliflower and cheese. As I always say, try it for yourself. Let me know how it worked out for you. Did you put more cheese than I did? Did you put not enough? You can't go wrong as long as you put your love in it and you make it for how you like it to be. And remember, subscribe, like, comment, always comment. I love to get your comments. Tell me how it made out in terms of how you cooked this particular dish or the other dishes that I've made. And don't forget, hit that bell so that you will be notified the next time that I'm on and we're cooking and we're seasoning and we're doing everything on purpose. You know what to do. Make it a great day. And I'll see you the next time. Seasoned on purpose. ECC 3VS1. You know where to find it.